welcome back everyone. It's been a while since I've done one of these sit-down videos. I've been concentrating on getting that house built. It's a ton of work, guys. So, today's raining. This whole weekend's been rain, rain, rain. Go away, come back, fucking never. But anyway, so I figured, you know what, it's been a long time since I've done a sit-down video, so I figured, you know what, I've had notes done forever about things that I wanted to do, so I'm going to create this video just for you today. Oh my god, so exciting, right? I know there's a couple people that's been like, damn, where is a video from him? I don't want to watch him working on his excavator or digging a frickin' hole. I want to see something that's going to make me laugh. No? Not enough? Not enough? Okay. Because I got people laughing at me all the time. I'm like, man, what you laughing at? And all they do is like... Anyway. Okay. This video, I want to talk about two things. Okay? Maybe three things. It depends on how much I ramble on and how many videos I show. What the fuck was that? You ever have something happen to you and your whole life flashes between your eyes, in front of your eyes, before your eyes? And I thought I was about dead. You all heard that, right? Well, someone stole my chair, and so I'm sitting on one of those, you know, black totes with the yellow lid, and I just broke it. I knew I was gaining weight, but I didn't realize I was a fat ass like that. My God. I just broke it. Now it's pinching my butt. Anyway, woo. Let's get back to it. Alrighty, guys. As all of you already know, President Trump and Elon Musk has been doing some really great things. They've been finding some very, very unusual waste of money. I mean, there's millions, if not billions of dollars being sent to countries to promote trans rights. There was like 5 million, I want to say 5 billion, but let's just go with 5 billion because I can't get my facts straight because I didn't write it down.
It is ma'am.
So let's just go with the word ton of money, okay? Because I watch a lot of political news, and I try to weed out the fake news because there's a ton out there. There's tons out there that says, you know, Trump is going to kick millions of people off of Social Security benefits. Well, you know what? He's absolutely correct. Do you know why? Because millions of illegals have been put on illegally onto SSI benefits. And if you don't know what the benefits at Social Security are, there's Social Security retirement. That's the money that you have paid in all throughout your life since you started working till the day you retire at 65 or your maximum retirement age. 65 is the early. So all that money you put in working is what you get a certain amount back every month. That is your retirement benefit. It's not supposed to be your retirement. It's a retirement supplement. No matter how you look at it. You're supposed to have your 401ks, your savings, your stocks, your other investments that that some of the Democrats don't like you to have. They're an investment that will never lose value, seriously. Well, anyway, and then there's Social Security disability. And that is, you've worked all your life and paid into the Social Security system up until the point where you become legitimately disabled. You cannot work a beneficial job, okay? You may be able to work a little bit, and that's okay, and you could still get the Social Security disability, but that's money that you've paid into. And now, out of everybody's check, SSI is taken out, okay? It's supplemental security income, and it is designed to pay for people who have never worked or haven't worked enough to get Social Security disability. And you can get that not having to work a day in your life. And that's the program that these Social Security people were told to force people in. I'm going to see if I can get it, and I'll put it up right now. If I couldn't track that video back down, then I'm just going to tell you this, okay? People were told to ask illegals if they've ever had back pain. Bam. Oh, yeah? You've had back pain? Okay? Try strapping a 25-pound belt around your waist and see if you have back pain. I got back pain every day of my fucking life. Okay? And I still work. So they're put on these programs that taxpayers fund. And there's millions of these illegals that have been getting that SSI check every month. And they were not entitled to it. For one, they're not citizens. Okay? And this is these Social Security cuts that Trump and Elon has been talking about. They are going to cut out the waste, the fraud out of Social Security. Okay? If you're legitimately disabled and you're a United States citizen, you're going to keep it. You're not going to be cut. But if you're one of these bums that are scamming the system, you just might get cut. I'm telling you this now. Get your ass out and fucking work a job. And I'm going to tell you this, okay? My wife, when we were living in California, my wife injured her back. Okay? It was a pretty severe injury. She was bedridden. California doctors had her on taking like 8 Norcos a day. Yes, 8. We were not real drug addicts, so we didn't know what these Norcos were. Okay? They were an opioid. Okay? 8 Norcos a day is what she was prescribed to control her pain. Well, she became an absolute zombie. All right? And bear with me. This has a point, okay? One day I got the itch up my ass to move the fuck out of California. I had enough. And I'll tell you why. California denied me a concealed weapons permit. Being in the position I worked for so many years, having the certificates and everything that I had for so many years, they said my reason to defend my family against people that I may have put in jail or kicked out of the facility, and I see them out in public, that wasn't a good enough reason. I don't know what is a good enough reason. So that at that point, that's when I'm like, you know what? I've had it. So I woke up the next morning and started finding places in Arizona. We moved to Arizona, okay? And we could not get prescriptions refilled in Arizona. They were talking about pain management. We were like, what the fuck? She's in severe pain, right? But something magical happened. She got off of that pill, that Norco pill, because she had to. And all of a sudden we realized something. Her back injury had healed a little bit. So do you know what she did? She went out and she worked full time. Yeah, her back hurt. There's days where she was laid up in bed because her back hurt so bad. But you know what? She worked. And she still works. This is like 7 years later. She still works a full-time job dealing with back pain. Okay? So my point is, states like California, they say, oh, we're going to control this opioid addiction. Yeah, they're controlling it by providing the drug to everybody. Because one thing that Democrats do, and they know they can do it, is they can drug everybody up by approving recreational marijuana, dumping their citizens with opioids and everything, getting them addicted. And then their minds are not right. That's how people like Gavin Newsom gets elected. Yeah, exactly. Because the ones that were not drugged up, they're the ones that actually voted for the fucker. All right. So, my point is, people fake or they over-exaggerate injuries. Okay? And I'm going to take this moment to tell you how great of a wife I have. Not only does she suffer from the back injury, she works full-time, but when she comes home, she makes my dinner. I get home an hour later than she does, and most of the time she has me a hot, homemade dinner waiting for me. She washes my clothes. She puts my clothes away. Okay? She is a number one wife. So if you're watching this and you want to tell her, please leave a comment below because I will show it to her. She is a phenomenal wife. But anyway, enough of me. Let's get back to these idiots, okay? Because I got several. Not only are there millions of dollars in Social Security money going out every month, there are money going for a Sesame Street program in another country. I think that's like 50 million, or number is like, what the is U.S. tax dollars going to other countries? I mean, there's millions going out for condoms over in Africa. How is that American concern? And they call this humanitarian aid, okay? When I think of humanitarian aid, and I could see $50 million going to other countries to help them learn how to farm, drilling wells so that their towns or their villages have water. No, those are humanitarian aid that I can get behind. But when you're spending millions of tax dollars, American tax dollars, on about transgender, try to promote transgender, I didn't vote for that. And that is the kind of stuff that Trump and Elon are cutting out. Okay? There's so much waste out there. I just read an article the other day. There is $50,000 a year going to somebody to water 8 plants in government facilities. $50,000 a year just to... Okay, there's actually a note, or there was actually a note on the plant saying, do not water these plants. They are watered by a contractual company or something, some bullshit like that. Okay? I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Again, I'll throw it up here. Okay, so the waste is coming out so much, and I love how when waste is found, the press secretary or Trump or Elon, they're just putting out there, look what we found. This is facts. That the Democrats are wasting your tax dollars. Yes, our tax dollars. Okay? So the waste is intense.
During editing, I wanted to point out that there is waste that is designed by Republicans and Democrats. It's not only one-sided, but the majority of the waste is due to Democratic spending.
And it's not stopping. They are uncovering over and over and over again. And there has been talks about a $5,000 refund of the surplus that they're gathering up. I wouldn't count on it, but am I going to turn it away? Am I going to say, no, I don't want my money back? Hell no, I'm going to spend that shit, okay? Because I've earned it. Because I'm a taxpayer. I pay taxes all the time. And that brings in the perfect opportunity to bring in idiots like this.
They took my federal!
Okay, and what they're doing is they're screaming. They're just, no! Okay, because their tax returns are being confiscated by entities around the country. Okay? It's incredible to see these people react this way. This nose ring right here. That's enough for me to say she doesn't deserve a fucking tax return. Look at that shit. That's enough right there. But okay, so let's try to get serious. Get my father face on. You remember back in COVID when everybody was told, you don't have to work, just go home, we'll give you this unemployment, we'll give you these paychecks, don't worry. Well, down in the fine print, there was a line that said, bitch, you're going to pay the shit back. Plain and simple, guys, okay? It was there, okay? Well, me being in the line of work that I am severely I forgot the word. Man, it's early, okay? I woke up and saw the rain. I'm like, you know what? I gotta get out there. I gotta get a video to you guys. And you know what? I don't have all my notes down, so it's really hard for me to stay entitled work. No, 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 no. Okay, whatever. You know what I mean. If someone's probably gonna put it in the comments, dude, you're talking about this. All right, guys. So the my job was a necessity. I could not sit at home because you know why? Because back then during COVID, I was protecting America's power grid. Okay, I was the lead officer at a power plant in Arizona, and I built the security program from the ground up, and I passed it on to another really competent officer, and she ran with a lot of the programs that I developed there, and she also created her own. She did a fantastic job, and you know who you are if you're watching. Good job, made me proud. And now she's moved on to something bigger and better. I didn't get those free handouts, okay? Because I was essential. Oh, there it is, essential. I'm so excited when I get these things, these things right. It came out of my mind, not a piece of paper. Wow. Alrighty. Okay, so I was an essential employee. I'm gonna say that all throughout this video now. But I was an essential employee, so I didn't have the opportunity to go sit on my ass and do nothing. I couldn't anyway. That's not what type of person I am. So when we go and we take these free handouts with the obvious line in there that says, you're paid as bag, bitch, okay? And I don't know if the wording's exactly like that, but now people like this are freaking out because now their taxes are being taken to pay back things like that. There's some that the student loans, they were deferred by presidential orders and stuff, and so they could defer it because of COVID and everything, but ding, 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 now they owe all that back. So do I feel sorry for this lady?
I did my taxes yesterday. My tax refund I was getting back, it was a little over $21,000. I owe over $50,000 to the state of Michigan for back food stamps that I received that I wasn't supposed to get, okay? It wasn't my fault. They were put on my card, so yes, I used them. The state is forcing me to pay back the last 12 months of food stamps that I have received for overpayment. My tax refund, the whole thing was taken. I told them I could do a payment plan. I could pay a couple hundred a month to get this caught up, and they take my whole refund. I was relying on that for my teeth, for a new car, because they're trying to force me to sell my BMW.
She just lies and lies.
We followed her. She has a very distinctive face, but she has been under fire because she collects all of this food stamps. She collects all of this cash aid and all of these benefits that were to help people through rough times. She collects that as a lifestyle. And then she goes on TikTok and starts making money from TikTok. And now they're wanting all her money back because they're like, look, bitch, you double dipped. You triple dipped. And you don't get to do that. Okay? And she has a husband. Why the hell isn't the husband working? You know, I mean, I've been working full time pretty much since I was 15 and a half. Okay? How many people out there can say that? Not from this generation. Okay? This generation's all about sitting on your ass playing your video games or being on your TikTok and not contributing to society whatsoever. Everybody that has worked hard all their lives, I support you and I give you 2 thumbs up right there. Just like that. For all of you that want to take the free ride, well, you can go fuck yourself. I'm so sick of all this freebie shit If you don't work for it, don't expect it. And that's why I severely hope that Doge and Trump eliminates most of this child tax credit, okay? Because I think it is a huge waste of money, okay? Because if somebody that works a minuscule job and doesn't want to do any better in their lives to make more money to better their family, why the hell should they get $12,000 in tax money, okay, when a hardworking man like me that's trying to do better in his life gets $347. That's how much my tax return was. Do you know why? Because for one, I don't have any kids, and yes, I was getting the tax credit, of course, because if I didn't, a welfare bum next to me would have got it, okay? So yes, I was taking the tax return credit because it was due to me, because it was within the tax law. So I'm not trying to be a hypocrite, but I'm just saying that it is irresponsible to fill these people's pockets with money when they're not doing what they need to do, okay? And so I hope they cut the tax credit down to where you can only claim 2 children, or at $500 a child, not $1,500, okay? Because that's when people start ching ching, they start raking in the money, and then you get entitled bitches like this.
So if you owe money,
and they expect that money every year. And oh, yes, I took all this other free money, but I'm not going to give back my free money without a fight. Even though I was told I was going to pay it back. See the problem here?
I'm literally lost for words. How is the IRS gonna text me saying my funds have been delivered and I check, right? Oh my god, I got my taxes. Y'all wanna know how much I got? Y'all ready?
The problem is huge, and I think most reasonably intelligent people would agree that child tax credit is an abused system and needs to be cut.
I woke up, my was in the neck. I said, I'm going back to bed. I can't deal with shit. I went back to bed. I woke up, my account had money. And I said, oh my God, we rich. Where does money come from? Come to find out, it was my tax return. I'm like, this deposit look a little small. Turns out, the state was like, oh, you thought you could run from us? You owe us money. You've been hiding for a year. Okay, because I didn't have the money. So you're going to take out my taxes. And I only got $38 and I've been waiting for weeks.
Okay, of course, anybody getting 20 grand from it is not going to agree with me there, okay? Alrighty, guys, we're going to talk a little bit about Karens, okay? Karens, they're all over the place, and the Karen epidemic is getting worse. We're even having Kens now, okay? And man, it is getting bad. It is. Horrible. Like this one bitch was outside of my driver's window just screaming and yelling at me. And I'm like, I didn't do anything wrong. And I rolled down my window and I'm like, what? She says, you ran over my foot. I'm like,
So y'all know the year during COVID that everybody was getting PUA and unemployment? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
No.
Well, guess what? Paying them back. They took my federal! So my WMR updates, and I see that they took all my I have nothing. My new balance is $0.
so okay, guys. I love when these people are yelling about their tax returns being taken. They're like, fuck Trump, fuck Elon, right? They have absolutely nothing to do with their dilemma, because the forms that you got that they ignored completely said you may be required to pay this back. And guess what? It's today, 2025, the year of repayment of free money. The world we live in, the entitlement that is out there. And you can see that all these people are young, complaining about their tax return. And you notice, out of all the videos I've watched, there's only one man complaining about it.
So is anybody else wondering where the hell their tax return is?
My tax returns were accepted on February 4th, and everything I've seen says it takes 7 to 14 business days to get your tax return in direct deposit form, which mine would be. It's now March 3rd. No tax return. I keep checking the Where's My Refund website, and it just stuck on pending.
These are all women. And you know what? I bet you most of them are single. Single mothers. And listening to their greed of money and how they're talking to the camera and talking about our president and all that, I think I know why they're single parents. You know. I wouldn't put up with that shit. They probably are not working full-time jobs. They're probably not making their husband's dinner every night. That's why they don't have husbands. I'm just saying, don't get mad at me. I'm just pointing out the potential obvious facts of the case. Yeah.
Y'all, I can't even sleep waiting on this tax money. I can't sleep at all. I don't want to go to sleep for 3 days. I don't want to go to sleep until I get text that say your available balance is, because what? Like, why am I the only one? I cannot fucking sleep. Like, I sleep when the money is in my account.
Okay, y'all. It's currently 5:44 and my tax date is tomorrow, 2/25. And I don't have no taxes yet. Y'all just don't know how bad I'm over here stressing the fuck out, because where the fuck is my refund?
Now, go the fuck to sleep.
I'd like to take a moment to thank What It Looked Like Television for some of the content that I've used in my video today.
The president, let's go back to the president, because the president has been doing some really, really amazing things, okay? He's been, okay, in my lifetime of seeing presidents come into office, he is the only one that has pretty much made good on his election promises within the first few weeks than I have ever seen, okay? I give Trump a 90%, and I'm going to share why 10% I don't agree, okay? Because yes, I do agree there are agencies out there that need to be cut. There are agencies out there that are wasting taxpayers' dollars, and there's people that are getting paid that should never get paid. The 10% that I do not approve of is when he's firing and closing down these agencies and firing all of these people. There should be some restructuring going on, because if there's this person that has exceptional productivity and his employers or his supervisors have put in letters of accommodation after letter into his file, and this person is doing such a fantastic job, and you decide to fire him, well, you know what? Let's give that person a job in another department and kick some lowlife that is riding until retirement, kick them out, fire their asses, okay? And a lot of really good, hardworking, productive federal employees are losing their jobs because of this just blanket firing, okay? So that's the only thing that I see that needs to be changed. I do support my president. I voted for him 3 times, and yes, I voted for that felon. By the way, has he pardoned himself yet? Because you know it's coming. He's such a boss. He is. I've said it before. I would take a bullet for him. All right, guys. I'm gonna end this video with a little bit of comedy. Okay. I work in a high priority or a high risk facility. Let's call it that. And part of my job is to protect lives of the people that work at and come into the facility. Part of my job is screening people at the door, make sure they're not bringing in any weapons or any other dangerous instruments or objects. I give this weapons notice. I tell them, cell phones and electronic devices need to be on silent while you're in the facility. There are no weapons of any type allowed inside. That does include any pepper sprays, pocket knives, sharp objects. Anything that hurts, harms, or kills is not allowed. Okay, yes, I know. Imagine saying something like that 600 times a day. Well, actually, no, it's more like 300 or 400 times, but still, okay, it is a lot to say. And, well, anyway, I have this guy say, nope, I'm okay. I'm like, well, sir, you got a pocket knife in your pocket right there. Let's put that back out in your car. He turns around and just tosses it in the double doors, because I have doors here and doors here, and I usually catch people in the middle here, right? And so he just tosses it right behind him in the walkway. I'm like, sir, if you leave it there, it's going to be thrown away, because you cannot leave a weapon right there. You know, come on, you know. So he picks it up. I have him set it down on the counter because he says, throw it away. I'm like, okay, I'll throw it away. And so I did. I disposed of it. But, you know, if I could film with a body camera and post that shit on my YouTube channel, the shit that I see in my facility, it will completely go viral, and I would be one of the biggest YouTubers in the world. I can guarantee it, because some of the stuff is hilarious. I mean, I was at the door, and this guy was standing in front of our check-in kiosk, and he mumbled something at me, and I thought he was asking, how do I sign in? So I go over, and I'm like, well, sir, you tap right here. He says, no, can I go to the bathroom first? I'm peeing on myself. I'm like, dude, just go. The bathroom's right there. Go. I mean, you don't have to fucking ask me if you can go pee before you check in. Just go. And sure enough, he comes out. He's got pee down the front of him. Yeah, I feel sorry for the guy, but I still fucking laugh my ass off inside, because, you know, you just can't see something like that in a building like I work in and go like, ha ha, look at the guy. He pissed himself. No, but man, I have so many stories like that. Maybe I'll start writing some of these funny ass true stories down, and I'll tell you them without divulging any information about the people. If they ever watch my video, they're like, "Ooh, he's talking about me," you know, like the guy that shot himself. Okay, he loaded his pants, and I heard it in the lobby. Okay, I was sitting, or actually standing near my desk, and all of a sudden I hear this wet, ripping, roaring fart. Okay, but it wasn't a fart, because when he got up out of the waiting chair and walked over to the interview chair, I could see he had it soaking through his pants. Okay, and so at this moment, the entire lobby was starting to fill full of the stank of human shit, okay? So as soon as this guy gets up and leaves, I tell the guy behind the window, I say, close it down. We got to get housekeeping out here to clean this shit up, literally clean this shit up. So I close down the chair. I put a sign, do not use this chair, on the waiting area, and he closes down. I get housekeeping out there to clean it up. But yeah, I mean, these shit stories are all over the place, okay? I mean, it is hilarious. I've gone into the restroom, and there's shit smeared on the walls, on the toilet seat, on the handicap rail. The sink's got shit all over it. I mean, come on. This shit's gotta be... This shit's gotta be intentional, right? Right? I mean, how could anybody accidentally smear shit on the wall? Well, you know what, guys? I've been rambling on. I hope you made it to the end. If you have, you are my gold star viewers. I'm going to try to take advantage of the rainy days more often and do more videos like this, because I tell you, it's there, man. It's there. I don't know what I just fucking said, but beep! Let's start over. Alrighty, guys, so I don't, okay, well, beep! Start over. Okay. Alrighty, guys, so I I think that's going to wrap it up. I've entertained myself more than I've entertained you, probably. But I just wanted to bring out some of the ridiculous people that are out there. Laugh at them a bit, hopefully make you laugh at them. Shit, I don't care if you laugh at me, because I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable with you laughing at me. I mean, if it gets a thumbs up, laugh at me all you want. I'll walk out here in my underwear if I have to get No, I won't do that. Summer evenings, going out on my screen porch and enjoying nature, you know, in my underwear. Shit, man, where I'm building my house, I can be out there completely naked. Don't come a knocking. You might see something flopping. Okay, anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did make it to the end of the video, I give you my gold star thumbs up. You are my favorite viewers. Don't forget to give this video a like. If you haven't done so already and you like this kind of content, please subscribe, because we throw these videos out every now and then. You can go back on my channel and watch some of my political videos leading up to the election. Some of them are pretty funny. Some of them are pretty disturbing. What? You didn't want me to forget? Alright. So I was just informed of something very important that I need to get out to you. The next 4 years is going to be frickin' awesome, guys! Stay safe, stay free, and definitely, we will see you on the next one. Keep in touch. We love y'all.